Sebastian Vettel in third. Oh, drama here for Felipe Massa. Second big crash, and that's at San Devot. That's the second time he has crashed there. Turn one. This will bring out a safety car for sure. They scramble in the pit. And rejoin, and that is not a good sign for Felipe Massa. Yesterday when he crashed and walked back to the pits, he was gripping his
cars around them to get right into the position again.
Oh, and there's Massa's crash. This is the reason we're under a safety car.
Wow. Well, it's almost absolute carbon copy of yesterday.
Exactly, yeah, it is a carbon copy of yesterday.
Locked up the front, lost all his steering as he locked it up, hit the outside barrier, bounced off, and then right on the apex of San Devot itself.
I hope Massa's okay on that. He's certainly still upright and with that brace around his shoulder. But yesterday's accident, we saw on the onboard, Massa changed down from 7th to 6th, and I never saw
to the accident he experienced in free practice 3 yesterday. Look at this, locks up, Armco barrier, bounces off and then ricochets off the softer barrier down at San Devot. This is today, just moments ago. How eerily similar they are.
Very, very eerily similar. And again, if you saw that little onboard shot, you saw the transmission shift go from 7th to 6th.
Jules Bianchi Marussia, heavily damaged.
Heavily damaged on the front nose, the front wing. You can see that clearly, but the front of the nose seems to have folded up. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. This replay is going to tell the story.
Oh, oh, wow, Pastor Maldonado, that's a huge hit.
Oh, that's why the yellow flag's out.
These two have been going at it all race long at the back of the field.
That'll bring out a safety car.
Absolutely. Wow, Pastor Maldonado was lucky.
Red flag.
Red flag. Now this, we have seen in Monaco before, but it is very rare in Formula One.
It is extremely rare in Formula One, so there must be significant damage to the car. I certainly hope.
I think it's damage to the guardrails, the problem.
Yeah, I certainly hope Maldonado's okay. Well, you can see him climbing out of the car.
Look at this, watch this, on the inside. It was ambitious, and not even Perez could pull it off.
No, they both went off there, so that won't count.
That'll be neutral. No one gained the advantage. Positions remained as is.
Well, I hope not.
Alonso looking at that.
2 cars is where it's at. This will tell us what happened between Raikkonen and Perez.
Oh, yeah, Raikkonen moved over.
Oh, wow. Good gracious.
Kimi said, I'm going to make that avenue very narrow, and Perez just tried to barge his way through.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Perez's competitive race over. I think he's lost.
Jenson Button positioned his car beautifully.
Yeah, you can see the damage onto the left-hand side of the front wing of Alonso's Ferrari as well. So a lot of guys, one way or another, been struggling.
This is it again, Perez. You see what I mean? Once he was committed, he couldn't slow down anymore.
I think he committed to that move in the tunnel.
I think he did. And Perez is a very lucky driver still to be in this Grand Prix.
He has shown us some wild... And the Marussia of Max Chilton makes it in for fresh tyres. The Monaco Formula One Grand Prix on NBC Sports under a safety car. As the field follows the Mercedes safety car through the tunnel. This is the area in question. Exiting the tunnel, back out into the sunshine. The run downhill to the Nouvelle chicane.
Sunlight, Ricciardo leading. And then he just runs right in the back of him. Last time we saw that actually was Kimi Raikkonen running into the back of Adrian Sutil when Adrian Sutil was going for his best ever finish.
Romain Grosjean in his second full season of Formula One.
There on the wishbone, you saw one of the mechanics point down towards the wishbone, but at that very second, the car was released back into the fray. I think one of the mechanics saw something on Romain Grosjean's car. Yeah, they're pulling it in. It's over.
Rosberg, and as we flew the question a little earlier, how many surges can he withstand from the 3-time world champion?
Well, he's about to get a nasty shot.
That's a fast-acting bird.
Yeah.
There's some reflexes for you.
Yeah, we saw that same pigeon, I think, in the GP2 GP2 races having exactly the same incident.
You'd think he'd learn by now, wouldn't you?
So this one forces it through. Yes, Button gets that position.
Boy, he got it.
Raikkonen's in.
Well, I wonder whether or not...
Maybe it does some damage to Raikkonen.
Yeah, well, he may well have done.
He had the softs on, not the super softs, but at this stage of the game...
Sebastian, you know the score. Don't take any risks. All right, that's enough. You're not going to get any more points for that.
But satisfaction.
What that was setting a lap time of 1:18.4 right at the end of the race. Final 2 turns. This is a day that Nico Rosberg and the Rosberg family will remember forever. He mirrors what his father did 30 years ago. Nico Rosberg wins in his home city of Monaco. Unbelievable, the first Mercedes Silver Arrow to win the Monaco Formula One Grand Prix. And he has dominated the entire weekend. It was eventful, but more importantly for Rosberg, it is memorable.
Yeah.
Sutil with a brilliant top 5 result.
And both Force Indias.
And there is Niki Lauda in the red cap, the triple world champion and 2-time winner here on the streets of Monaco. He's the chairman of this team, of this organization. And that is reason to celebrate. Wow. Nico said it's just cool sleeping in my own bed and riding the scooter down to the paddock. And he said being on pole here at home is awesome. Well, I wonder how awesome winning at home now really is.
Boy, it'll be a hot time in the old town tonight and probably for the whole rest of this week. Niki Lauda looking pretty pleased with himself.
It's time to celebrate. Whew, big relief for the Mercedes AMG Petronas team.
You've done it. Well done, mate.
Can't believe it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The car was really awesome today. This is very special for me.
Very well done, Nico. I couldn't imagine you driving any better than today. Fantastic job. With all the events going on, you managed it perfectly. Great, great job.
And that's the voice of the guru, Ross Brawn. The technical brain behind the team principal, congratulating his man, Nico Rosberg.
Boy, and they tried to take that win away from him. 4 times, he had to start again, hold everybody at bay, and every time he was immaculate. Pulled away on that opening lap, which is so difficult to do after any sort of a rest. Tires are cold, car's cold, you're cold, and pulled it off every time on those restarts.
And right at the very...
Nary a hair out of place. I don't understand how these guys don't perspire more. It's very irritating.
Watch the facial expression. He's done what his dad did 30 years ago. He's his own man now. Nico Rosberg, Monaco Grand Prix winner.
Tremendous result.
I'll tell you what, Ross Brawn will be breathing a sigh of relief too.